What is up guys, Zanif Tech is here, and today I got my hands on the 2018 iPad. This is the 6th generation iPad, and it has pretty much no changes from the previous generation, besides a few new tweaks and features. You can distinguish this iPad from the iPad Pros by looking at the bezels. The bezels on these normal iPads are pretty big compared to the ones on the iPad Pros. The back of it does have this nice gold finish if you choose the gold option, and to be honest, it does look really good, especially if you have like a Series 3 Apple Watch in this aluminum color. That's the main reason why someone might want to upgrade, and also it's more pertained for students because of the cheap price tag of $329 and $299 for the education pricing. It's a really nice bonus that this iPad is cheaper and it still has a Touch ID sensor. It's not faster than the previous generation, it's pretty much the same, but it's a great bonus and we're glad that Apple kept it in this generation. The volume rocker remains the exact same alongside the power button at the very top. The only difference that it does include is there's two different microphones in the middle of the iPad that change between generations. The Apple Pencil is the biggest feature of this iPad. And Apple wanted to introduce the Apple Pencil to this iPad instead of just the Pros because it is aimed towards students like I mentioned before, so you can take notes and do various other drawings on this iPad. Here you can see in the Notes app with the Apple Pencil, you can use the Apple Pencil just the exact same way you would use with the actual iPad Pro and without lag. There's really no lag compared to the iPad Pros, and I'm glad Apple made it that way. Would you look at that? A headphone jack on the iPad. Apple did decide to keep it on the 6th generation, and I'm glad they did because not everyone's into wireless. This iPad also doesn't feature a flash, and that's a big bummer, but no one really takes pictures with it. This is the biggest problem of this iPad. It is this big screen gap that Apple made because they didn't laminate the screen with the digitizer and the glass. The iPad Pros are actually laminated, so you don't have this issue. On either side of the screen, you will see this big black gap, which kind of annoys you when you're using it because it looks like the screen is in depth and it's not actually flush with the actual glass, which is really annoying and it's really visible on the white iPads. This iPad uses the Apple Pencil the exact same way the Pro would, so you take the little cap off on the top and you plug into the bottom of the Lightning connector. Once it's connected, it automatically pairs to the iPad and it charges it as well. Once it's charged, you're good to go and you can use this iPad like you would any other. My other question is, how come Apple included Apple Pencil support, but they didn't add any other features from the iPad Pros? Maybe because of the cheap price point, but I really wish they added at least a True Motion display or even the True Tone display, because using this in the classroom, it will cause a lot of glare, and also the lighting in classrooms is a bit strong, so the ambient lighting in the True Tone display would have been a lot better, but it's okay. The bottom speakers, which are stereo sound, do sound nice, but nowhere near as nice as the iPad Pros. These speakers are loud, they're good enough, but it's kind of strange when you're listening to something because all the sound is coming from the bottom. Thanks for watching my 2018 iPad review, and if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you want more of these awesome videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Zanif Tech is out.